Good morning, everyone. It's glad to see you're here. Good morning, Chase. My day is filled with love, joy, and peace already. Thank you. And Carol and Barbara Ward. Annie, good morning. Yes. I'm wishing all of you a blessed day also. Our friend, brother, is here today. I want to just, let's do our soul mantra, which will prepare our energy even more to receive his words. So, I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And just allow all that light to come in and through you. And get yourself rooted deep into the earth, into the center, which is crystal, as far away as Hawaii. Just keep breathing down. Good. Good morning, Marby. So, before we start with Jesus, I do want to go back to the third level of initiation, which is about a lot about thought and having control of it. And control, as we've talked about, can be one of the things that stop you on your journey. But there is a mastery of control that is necessary. And this will show in your accomplishment. Understand there's going to be various levels throughout all the initiation. But when you can begin to, for instance, if you're driving down the road and someone cuts you off and you usually want to say something not so nice, you want to begin to reprogram. This would be your subconscious, where that just automatically comes from, and have it be, oh, you blessed soul, you must be having a bad day. Because within a matter of 2 seconds, every thought you have goes to that person that you're thinking about. And perhaps you haven't thought of that. And it's going to depend on how clear they are, whether they can pick up that it's you and that you're sending it to them. Perhaps not if they don't know you. But the most important part is to become in mastery of yourself and where you're putting your thoughts, because thoughts are creating your next week, next month. So if you're spending a lot of time in the victim, the poor me, I don't know where I am, instead of validating those truths you've been given to expand and instigate within yourself, it's going to be all about what you bring to you. And that's what's going to help you, even with your mastery over the ego, to begin to even feel the difference in the frequency of if it's your ego speaking to you versus your heart or your higher self. So this third level initiation has a lot of in-depth healing that's going to come from that place upon your path where you are getting to know yourself. Yes, I know in this moment you all know who you are, but after a few deep experiences inside yourself that release a huge piece of you, you become anew, you become freer, more love. And that's why, again, I'll say it to you. You'll discover there's a greater love than you knew inside of you. Good morning, Cavell. And you'll find that if you allow it, that soul merge experience is going to allow your higher self to really support you in a lot of things. But I know it's difficult for some people to really wrap their head around that and to begin to speak and communicate with that part of you, but it's really a great necessity. So how you think, even after you've done a healing and you wonder, well, did it work? Cancel, cancel, cancel. You have to know it works. And the next time the thought comes to maybe tell you not, you have to choose the truth and the positive. That's the only way we have to begin to balance our whole mental field, which is that third chakra and the mental field from that all the way around you. For most people, when I work with them, I see that as LA traffic. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They have no control over their mental awareness and what they're doing with it. So as you begin to, it becomes like a gentle drive in the country. And you can see beauty, and you can see God's things. And this is how this part of you does. And it also, as you choose to not be so forward with being angry at people, it allows you your self-protection so that people who then get angry with you, it kind of just rolls off your back. It's not going to always penetrate. But you do learn to hold boundaries and to understand that. And a lot of it's about how you think of yourself and how you demonstrate that respect. Because that's another word that begins to come about at this third level of the field. So you want to walk the middle path. You want to be and understand and love the part of you that yet hasn't become, but fake it till you make it. That's where those words come from. All right. So I don't know if there's been any questions from our last discussion about being on the path or first and level, second level initiation, but I can feel the energy that everyone wants to hear Master Jesus come in and speak today. So I'm going to, unless I see a question pop up, I'm going to bring that to you. And yes, you will be able to ask questions afterwards. Dearest souls, sisters, brothers, I welcome you here to sit with me. Know that it has been done before. We have been in a gathering and we listened to each other. And this is how growing happens. I think often of the children who simply by the touch on their head know who I am. It is gratifying for me to see those of you who are perhaps choosing the disciple path, that which one wants to hear the word of my Father, begin to trust the word of my Father, and begin to believe in me as the Son, as you. No, the journey isn't always that wonder, that joy, that happiness. There are moments when to grow into a greater piece of that, unhappiness, sadness comes about. For myself, as I would walk, I knew each step was walking me closer towards the illumination of the ascension I desired and why I was here. I had lived many, many years in heaven and was very blessed with every day being in harmony. But I too came to earth to experience many things, to become that which would be seen as a human, and experiencing pain and anguish and loss. And I could say there was love, but most importantly, there was respect and honor. And the word of my Father became sacred. So I ask you to think of that for a moment. The word that came from my Father became sacred. I was simply the vessel. I was that whom was chosen to be one to demonstrate becoming the vessel. For it is not I who created the world, who created it as it is yet still today, but it is I, as you, as we walk together, arm in arm, that bringeth the possibility of heightening our awareness into truth. Lectures, yes, they've been many. Most importantly, as of now, my heart opens to send the beautiful, beautiful pink in various degrees to your receptive pink light of the purest love. And I will add the word appreciation to it, to know that I know the difficulty, the aloneness at times, the sadness at times. Where are you at times? I understand those feelings. But I was blessed in having a mother that taught me to believe. And it is this that is my most powerful words to you, that you must believe. Not only in the fact that I came and I moved on, but that my Father still lives for you as he did for me. It's such a powerful gift to know that you're not alone. And that as long as if you need it, he will carry you. He will take you to the landing, which is safe. You need not understand why. You need to believe. To believe. Now, I work with many like you to remember. Remember what you might say. Remember times like this when we have sat before, and when you were hungry and you found food, and when you were lost and you found comrade. All things are possible. All things are possible. I call in the angels of love to come and surround each of you now, for you to even begin to experience the depth of the love that's possible within you. I learned love. I learned a deep understanding of the word love, of the relationship between me and my Father. As in this moment, it brings tears to my eyes as I can remember the consolation of his words and his frequency and vibration as he himself would hold me as I went through what you would call in your world hell. So I have faced that demon, but not alone. I faced that demon with God holding my hand and my heart in his hands. And then I knew beyond any belief I had ever had that he was my Father, and that he was such a powerful light that when I most needed him, he would come. And here, it is not my need today as to why I come. I am simply in his name coming here to help support you, to hold you in that powerful light. There are not smudges in the light that is pure and clear and free. Sometimes we have a lesson of freedom to learn. What freedom is it that means to move forward on your path? And where does lust or jealousy or desire instead take you to that place? These are all things you learn upon that journey. What is my truth and what isn't? And perhaps for a while you will walk in one truth. And when you're not discovering it upon your own, situations come to have you learn. And you must find gratitude and humility and ask, show me the way. I'm open to hear. I'm open to be held. I'm open to be shown. Where do I go now? I can remember evenings upon the path that me and the disciples would walk. It would seem endless. It is not that hunger didn't gnaw at our belly, but we knew that wherever our feet took us, and that we would come to a stop, there would be plenty of food. So we learned patience. Have you yet learned patience to this degree? For it will come, I can say to you knowingly. There are times when we were tired, and yet in my heart I knew to move forward. In my heart I knew it was time. We must continue. Yes, it is true. I saw the perception of what would come towards the end. But I held my truth in my Father's words of his love for me. And it would be but a moment in time. And so it will be so for you. But this isn't all I came to speak to you about. It is about the gifts you have that you yet have not discovered. I understand this world is quite different than where I was born into. I am around, I see, I understand. Right now, this world needs all of you. Not to reach out and scream into the world, but it's to reach in where the earth lies within you and bring it the peace of life, the peace of the thoughts, instead of the anger and the confusion and fear. Fear is running rapid in your world. And what is there truly to be fearful of? The dinosaurs coming, huh? No. The fear of being lost. And I can assure you, it is only you that would turn away to create the scenario of being lost. I know this without a doubt. As I sit here within this dimension with you, fear is not true. Fear is from the ego, and it wants to pull you away from me and my Father and others and Mary, my mother, and Tara, and Babaji, all who have been great studiers of the light, and my Father. Yes, I hear your thought. I speak my Father a lot. But is it not true? I am the Son of the Father God that you know, or that you're wishing to know more about. And you will find him deep within your heart, deep within sitting in meditation and calling him to come closer and to let him be known. The visual you bring of him could be nothing. It could be of the burning bush. It could be a light. It doesn't matter, you see, for he is everything. He is everything. So, where I am now, I will walk on for an ever of time. And I find peace in seeing the shift within others as I come to speak with them. As the light of love touches the soul and emerges and stretches them to understand that it is all true. It is all true. And why are my eyes in tears? It's in the memory, the depth of the memory that I can go to in a moment and know the magnificence of it, of the reality. Yes, a disciple upon the path. What a courageous choice. Not always one of love and wonder, but truly so. You just aren't aware of it always. It's a path of letting go, allowing that which through the world has come to touch generations and to hold issues tight and strong inside of you, and the willingness to unravel them and to love and to forgive. So masterful. Who knew that such a simple experience, as I call it that now, would bring about so much the gift of healing and release and becoming? What is it like to become that light? Let me look for a moment of words that I can speak. Certainly the illumination, and yet that falls short. It is all. It is being in awe of all things. For when you become in the ascension of all that light, you are everything. You are everything. And everything comes. And the vision is from all directions. And the perception has a clarity. It is beyond that which you and I know. Still. For I am still traveling. I am still walking the path of the disciple, while I am still the Son of God. The healing never stops. The healing continues to grow. As I said at times as the Buddha, as I said at times as the Merlin, as all offices are brought forward and taken and you move in this. Yes. Yes. The truest gift I got in that journey was love. Self-love, my friends. The love that knowing no matter what happened to me, I could be in love. And it grew. And it became something, not just a word. It became a sensation, a feeling, a euphoria beyond that which you perhaps can understand. So, as I speak to you here and now, in this moment, once again I send a radiation of crystal clear light of Father's 14th ray. It is a great healing light. Please do not take it lightly. As your light comes down through your crown, down into the heart, up over your shoulders and out your hands, may you touch others and begin to soften the way, to illuminate the darkness where it has got a hold of them in some way, and begin to unwind the illusion. Yes, yes, and yes. As I answer many questions that come to me, yes. There are not too many that I would say no. Will I come to you? You need only call me. It has always been so. It has always been so. For I am Jesus, he who was and came to this earth as the Son of God. I did my best to walk without fear, which became so as I journeyed, with a knowingness in my heart that as that which I walked forward would show me the way, which it did. So, know that it was purposeful. It was my glory to be at service for humanity. And I was returned home with a greater experience of truth and light, and I could see more of heaven than even before. It has been a wondrous journey for me. And now I come here to let you know that there are so many more than me that are willing to be for you. And it is a beautiful harmony. It is the song that sings itself from the music of the spheres. It is calling you home inside. Not to lose life, nothing like that, but it is to become alive. It is to become alive in the life and the love of the truth of who you are. Let the music go deep into the cellular structure of who you are, and let there be union. Let there be a union that is beyond that which you've ever known, more than ever known. For it is that which my Father wishes for you, to become one. To become one. To become a part of the soul, a part of the family, a part of the union. It makes me think of the bridge which is a piano key and multiple colors, 144,000 keys. And there is a day when you will come to where you can step across it, and that every piece of the keys has been healed and transformed, and it will play your song, your note that is a part of the whole, and you will fit into the orchestra of light. For if you try it before then, it will not sound right. It will not be whole. So do that what you've come to be, a part of the oneness, part of the truth, a part of the evolution of this world, even beyond Earth. For many of you have been many places, you know, such as I. It is a wonderment when you open to where you can see all, be all, knowing that always you are loved by our Father. So, my last words, let me think for one moment, be for one moment, expand for one moment, again for all. And this time it is bringing you the gold light from the heavens above, from my Father through me. And feel that love through every cell of who you are. There is never a moment that he is not aware of you. It's hard to explain, but it is true. You are never alone. Ask and you shall receive. But you must know this too, you must learn patience and surrender to. It may not be exactly what you ask for, but it'll be what you've asked for in your blueprint, in your growth of your consciousness, of moving higher and higher and higher. Let it be so. My sisters and brothers, my dearest souls, it has been a privilege for me to sit once again with those whom I've known from a long time ago. May you remember the simplicity and the depth with which there was love and trust. We must have more trust today in your world. In those days, you trusted me. You trusted me. In truth, which means you trusted my Father, God. So contemplate and let it all become so. Blessings to you, my dear ones, my sisters and my brothers. Love to you. He was powerful. I'll stay on for a few moments if Annie says, oh, thank you so much for these beautiful words of love. Yes, he's standing here next to me. He can see your questions. It's fine. Anybody else? Quite moving. Yeah. Is everyone not able to focus yet? Or let's see. Marvy says, Amen. Barbara says, thank you. That was such a powerful message. Had chills from head to toes and tears flowing. Yes, me too. He's just such a beautiful being. And I always make sure I always refer to him as my brother, for that's how he sees it. Powerful words from Jesus, quite moving. Yes. So here and there along the way, I'll bring other beings of the masters to come through to speak. Perhaps Jesus will come again, but maybe you can share with your friends and let them know. Of course, this is going to be up, and I believe we were able to get a picture of Jesus on this. Yeah, it takes a while to come back down to earth, doesn't it? I did pull a card. I connect with heaven. I don't know if you can see them, all these angels. Today I turn inwards and connect with the heaven within. From this place of peace, I can see that a situation I've resented is actually an ideal opportunity to work on my inner self. I understand that such experiences are necessary for my growth. Thus, I accept such situations and now live each day in serenity. Interesting, because that's kind of some of the things we talked about. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. I felt your energy. He's grateful. Barbara says, just before the part where he spoke of placing a hand on the heads of the children, I had placed my hand on my head. Well, he says you remembered. Yes, some of you he felt he knew very well. But we don't always think of it that way. We think of it at a different time, a different place, and here we are. We're just on our journey and stopping on Earth at Classroom 101. But we're here to grow, to be on that path and get where we need to be. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Well, love the messages of, this is someone, love always wins. Love the messages of love he brings. It's easy to forget that is what it was all about, with so much sadness around us. He is a beautiful friend and teacher, and we need to learn these lessons over and over. Yes, thank you. Thank you. So, share with your friends. It's going to be there. I hope you have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to take off Fridays. I decided that 5 days is just a little too many with our moving that we're doing. So I hope that works all right for everyone. So keep your feet on the ground today. Get rooted and have a wonderful day and have lots of contemplation. Many blessings to you. Bye-bye.